Welcome, and thank you for selecting this video on how to apply to Columbia College. The very first step in this process is going to our homepage at www.gocolumbia.edu. Go ahead and click on the Apply Now button on the top left-hand corner to get started. Before you can complete the Columbia application, you first have to create an OpenCCC account. This is required for all California community colleges. To get started, click on Create an Account. Before moving forward, make sure you have a valid email address. If you don't have one at this time, go ahead and create a free account and then come back to this page. Click on Begin Creating My Account. The OpenCC account has 3 pages or 3 components. The first page is just going to ask for your first and last name, your date of birth, and then also your Social Security number. This is very important as it is required for any financial aid within the college. If you don't have your Social Security number at the time in which you're applying, you can always click on the box at the bottom and provide that information to the Admissions and Records Department at a later date. You can give them a call at 209-588-5231. When you're done with this, go ahead and click on Continue, and we will go to the second page. The second page is going to require you to put in your email address you created earlier, a valid phone number. If you don't want CCC Apply to contact you via text message, go ahead and click off these 2 little icons here. Put in your permanent California address, and then click Continue to go to the third page. The third and final page for OpenCCC is going to have you create a username and password. Make sure you write down all of this information as you may be required to come back into CCC Apply at a later date. Go ahead and choose a security pin that you'll easily remember, as well as some security questions. When you're done with this, click on the I am not a robot icon, and then create my account. Congratulations, you finally made it to the Columbia College application. Before you got to this part, OpenCCC gave you a CCC ID confirmation code. Go ahead and jot that down for your future reference. In order to start a new application, all you need to click on is Start a New Application. For purposes of this video, we already have one created. The first area on the college application is going to ask you about enrollment information. You're going to want to make sure that the term in which you're applying for is the next one that's available. In this case, it's Columbia College Fall 2020. Your educational goal can be changed at any time, so if you feel tripped up right here, just know this can be changed with a counselor at a later date. If you are still enrolled in high school, it's very important to make sure that your intended major or program of study stays 9 through 12 grade concurrent enrollment. You also want to make sure that when you're going through the online application that you're save and continue after each time you've made a change. This way, if you do have a disruption in your internet service, you can at least come back to the last page that you were working on. The next area on the application is going to ask you to confirm all of the information that you already put into OpenCCC. This is going to be your contact information, your Social Security number you provided, and your phone number. The next is going to ask you to confirm that your current mailing address is the same that you disclosed on OpenCC. If it is, go ahead and click that box and then click Save and Continue. The next area is going to ask you about your education. This again is very important if you're still enrolled in high school to make sure that you're clicking on your enrollment status, enrolled in high school and college at the same time. Your high school education also is going to will be enrolled in high school and college at the same time. The last high school attended is going to be asked here, and you can input all of that information. High school transcript information as well, and any college that you may have attended before. Again, click on Save and Continue before going over to the next page. The next page is going to ask you about your citizenship and military experience. Citizenship status will be here. Military experience will be here. Again, save and continue. Next, it's going to ask you about your residency. These questions are very important in case your application comes over as out of state, and that's all going to be with the questions that are asked here. Have you lived in California continuously since this date? Make sure you click yes. Any out-of-state activities that you know of, like paid taxes out of state or registered to vote outside of California, you'll click them here. And then here are some special residency categories. If none of them apply to you, go ahead and click No on both, and then save and continue. Next, it's going to ask you about any needs and interests you have with the college. Are you comfortable with writing in English? Are you going to need any financial assistance? Any athletic interests with the college? Or any programs and services that you may be interested in? Any of those look good, go ahead and click on those, and then save and continue. Next, you're going to be asked your demographic information, which is pretty straightforward. Sexual orientation, your gender, parent and guardian educational levels, your race and ethnicity. Again, save and continue. The last part is going to be the supplemental questions, asking how many individuals in your household, your high school GPA, how you heard about Columbia College, and whether or not you're going to need any help transferring to a university. Go ahead and click on Save and Continue when you're done with this, and then we'll be at the submission box. Here you're going to go ahead and review your application, making sure nothing was misspelled or nothing was left off. When that all looks good, you can go ahead and click on the consent button to release your information. Go ahead and read that little blurb coming from the Chancellor's office. And in order to submit your application fully, there are 2 checkboxes that you have to click, and then you can finally click on Submit My Application. It's good to know that it will take the Admissions and Records Department between 1 and 3 business days to process your application. Please give them that time to do so. If it's been longer than that and you're not sure if it actually went through, go ahead and give them a call at 209-588-5231. Thank you for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed it.